And now back to Amador Live on 5.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us. You're watching TSPN's Amador Live. Joining us this morning, Ken Perano. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning.
Good to see you. Nice
Thank
to meet you. Now, we're going to talk about your family's history here in Amador County. Ranching family. Where did it start? Is it still the same spot?
Still the same spot. It started about 135 years ago. My great-grandfather received a land grant. He settled the property in 1868.
1868.
The requirement was that he improve it for 5 years, and then it was transferred from the government into our family in 1873.
Now, the family came from where?
Originally from Italy.
From Italy. Made their way across or around the Horn?
I don't know.
You don't know, okay. So they came in to sell. Now, did they come for the gold, or did they come specifically to farm?
I believe my great-grandfather came to farm. There was there's some evidence of gold mining that predates our family on the property. And we have some early documents where our family granted some mineral rights to others to continue looking for the gold.
Now, the gold claims were considerably smaller than the agricultural land grants. Now, this property was approximately how big, the original?
The original was 160 acres.
160
yes.
acres. And the terrain rolling?
Gently rolling hills.
Yeah. And it's located where?
About halfway between Jackson and Martell off Jackson Gate Road.
I see. Now, you brought some photos along.
Mm-hmm.
These are family pictures.
Yes, and some pictures of the early days of operating the ranch. This photograph is a picture of sort of who's who amongst the Jackson Gate ladies.
Okay.
There are many recognizable names represented there. Raggio of Raggio Road fame.
Mm-hmm.
Perano, Spinetti of the Spinetti's Hardware, and several others. Massa, Ratto. Many of the old families are represented in that picture.
Now, the Jackson Gate area was the way, before the bypass was built down by the Argonaut mine, was the way to get into Jackson.
Right.
Well, when did that change? Well,
don't know.
Now, the communities and the families that lived in that Jackson Gate area, mostly involved in farming or providing services?
Yeah, it was my great-grandfather and grandfather used it they provided a lot of agricultural products to the community. My grandfather would take a wagon into town and sell vegetables. In the early days, and I'll say 1930, he had 600 chickens, for instance, and would sell the eggs commercially in Jackson.
Very good. Now you have some other photos here.
Yes.
There's a big one there. That's a wedding. Whose wedding is that?
This would be my parents.
Okay.
Take it as soon as you can.
And my mother and father, of course, would be the bride and groom here, and several other of my relatives in the picture. This would be my father's mother, Mary Perano. This would be my mother's mother, Elva Gardner, and my mother's father, Wilbur Gardner, and other friends and family represented there.
Now, your parents, did they move out to the ranch?
My father was born on the ranch, and in fact, this is a photograph of the house he was born in. This house was remodeled and expanded in 1913.
Okay.
In about 1985. My father completely renovated it, and this photograph was taken just after the renovations were completed.
Right. Now, let's talk about now. What's happening on the ranch now? Are you there?
Yes. Actually, we have myself and my family, my wife Susan and 3 children, my brother and my brother Dean, his wife Ruth, and their child, and my mother, living in 3 different houses on the ranch.
Terrific. What's going on there? Little cattle ranching?
We're raising Angus cattle for the production of beef as well as breeding stock now.
So you've got some commercial cattle out there that you're running for the market, and you're also a few registered head that you're breeding. Very good. And the future for the ranch? More of the same?
Future's more of the same, I hope. We have, for a lot of reasons. The obvious reason is love of the land.
Sure.
Open spaces, trees, the wildlife, working with the farm animals. But I think more importantly is the sense of family that we get with all of us striving for a common goal.
Right.
And the family heritage that represents. So our children are showing a real love for the animals, and so we have hopes that it will continue.
The next
for many more
generation will
generations.
be a good steward of the land. Thank you, Ken. Very pleased to meet you. You have a good day. Stick with us. We're going to wrap things up right after this break.